Just let me spend eternity with you. All right, so you're a singer. You're good at what you do, you're good at singing, but you want to get over into songwriting and you don't quite know how to connect with your audience and how to create those songs that really speak to people's heart. If that's you, stick around because I'm going to give you 3 pointers that's going to help you connect with your audience on an emotional and spiritual and exceptional level. Hey everybody, I am Karen Marie. Welcome to Beyond the Melody. Today, I'm sitting at my piano. And I'm gonna do something that I typically don't do. After I give you these pointers, we're gonna have an impromptu songwriting session where I may give you a verse or a chorus or something. I don't know, it's just gonna be off the top of my head. This is a challenge because usually when I write songs, I am by myself and I'm free to mess up as much as I want to, start over as much as I want to, but because I'm filming this and I'm letting you guys in on this, I may be a little bit nervous about it, but I hope that it'll give you a better understanding of what it is that you want to do. So let's get right into it. Pointer number 1, you have to let go of the fear that what you're writing is going to sound like somebody else's. Listen, when there's people in a session with me and my husband and they start talking that talk about, oh yeah, that sound like this, that, I really just start packing up my stuff. I'll go around the house and start doing something else because at that time you messing up my vibe. Listen, you guys, there really is nothing new under the sun, okay? Everything that anybody has ever heard sounds like something that they've heard before. There's no way that no one is writing a song that doesn't sound like something else because people are inspired by different artists. They're inspired by different singers and songwriters and different lyricists all throughout history. So what you write might sound like somebody else's. This is you. These are your words. And you're putting your words to the melodies that you hear in your head. Just free yourself from the idea that it might sound like something else you've heard. It's gonna sound like something else you've heard. It's impossible for it not to. Pointer number 2, what is the easiest way for me to say this? Use a KISS approach when you're writing songs. Keep it simple, stupid. Like, I don't know how many times, especially in gospel music, I feel like in gospel music today, what we do is we, as musicians and songwriters, sometimes we just write songs to impress other musicians so that people can go, ooh, ah, you hear that? Ah. You know, that's what we're doing. We're not really writing with the listener in mind. My goal is always, forever, to write something that people can sing along with me, to write something that is memorable. And if I'm doing so much all this running and stuff like that people cannot do with you, that does not make a good song, okay? It just makes something good that somebody can listen to, but what really makes a good song is something that someone can sing along with you, that they can join in with you. If that's not your purpose, and if that's not your goal, just pack it up. Don't even try to do it. That's what makes great songs. I mean, you think about Motown, how those songs were like just so catchy. The progressions and the chords in the song, they were simple. Like if you remember back in the 80s, LL Cool J did a song called I Need Love. The chords in that song were simple triads. I mean, just simple triads, but you remembered that song. Like you knew what that song was when it came on. You could rap along with him, whatever you wanted to do because it was simple. Fred Hammond, one of his all-time greatest songs to me that everybody knows is No Weapon. That song is as simple as they come and you remember it for that reason. Approach your songwriting and your connection with people to simplicity. Say this with me, keep it simple, stupid. If this is helping you in any way, I want you to go ahead and subscribe and hit the thumbs up and turn the notification bell on because we're gonna be doing more stuff like this. I don't want you to miss any of it. Okay, pointer number 3, and this is the most important. Write from where you are. Don't try to just make stuff up, pull stuff out the sky. You know, I'm just writing about this, that, or the third. My approach has always been and always will be to just write where you are in your heart at any given point in time, because those are where your lyrics and where the passion and the emotion and all of those things are going to come from. It's where you sit in your life at this moment. I mean, I'm not saying you can't go outside and write about how beautiful the sky is or, you know, whatever. I mean, you really can do whatever you want to do, but I'm saying to you that if you haven't connected with the song, then how are you going to expect your audience to connect with your song? It's gotta minister to you first before it ministers to somebody else. In another video in the future, I'm gonna talk to you about the difference between worship songs and songs that inspire. believers, because I feel like worship is for God and God alone. You shouldn't be talking about you. You shouldn't be talking about your problems. You shouldn't be talking about anything or anybody else except Him when you're doing worship songs. But what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing songs that encourage and uplift and inspire believers, or whoever it is that you're trying to inspire. You might be doing R&B, you may be doing country. It applies to each and every genre. But you guys know what I do. I sing gospel music. So I'm going to go to my piano right now, and I'm going to work on something impromptu. So I just told you to write from where you are in your life. And if I'm thinking about it, earlier this week I was having a really hard time. I honestly was just struggling, and I said to God one day, I was like, "Excuse me, God, I'm just having a moment. I'm just having a moment. I see you talking to me. I see you trying to get my attention because you know I'm having this moment. And what you want me to know right now is that you're with me and that you love me and that you understand that I'm having this moment, but you want me to know that you're here for me." So if I take that and let that be my foundation, this is kind of what I come up with. I establish a melody in my head, and then I come to the piano and I try to put it together. So let's see. All right, so I said I'm having a moment. Let's see. I'm having a moment. This is what I'm hearing in my head. Turning into a day. Okay, and the reason, okay, what am I thinking? Moments, day, week, moment. Okay. One of the things that I was praying about, you do know that your song can be a prayer, right? So this is kind of a prayer, if you will, the way I'm thinking about it. With me, and God knows it's about me, I have certain moments, and He knows me, and He knows me well enough to know that if I stay in a moment, then that it can drag out for a long, long time. So how can I translate that into lyrics? Let me see. Let's see if this works. I'm having a moment. It's turning into a day. Approaching a week, close to a month. Now I'm in a year. All right, so if you see where I'm going with this, I'm talking about moments of pain, or whatever moments, addiction, whatever it is that you struggle with. You're on the struggle bus, and you're in that moment of being in that struggle. So in my mind, I'm thinking, if I stay in this for a moment, it can turn into a day, and then a day becomes a week becomes a month, and then before I know it, I'm stuck in this thing for a whole year. Just still stuck in the struggle, still stuck in the depression of it for a year. So what I like to do in songs is I like to turn them around. You express what it is that you're feeling in your prayer, and you acknowledge that you're feeling it, because you're feeling it. Now, y'all might be the kind of people that stay in the clouds worshiping all day, but I mean, I got to come down at some point. David was a man after God's own heart, and he struggled with lust. In turning it around, we said, I'm having a moment. It's turning into a day. Approaching a week. Now it's approaching a week. Close to a month, and now I'm in a year. I hear you calling, and yes, I'm listening. And in my pain, I still hear you say, and what is he saying to me? And this is literally what he said to me. I gave my life for you to have this moment. Because there was a point in time when people couldn't have those moments, like they had to kill you know, goats and rams and all that kind of stuff to atone for those thoughts and those moments that they have. And sometimes people act on those moments, and that's how they get stuck in them for so long. But what was he saying to me? In my pain, I still hear you say, you gave your life for this moment. You laid it down for this moment. So I will give you this moment. Where do we go here? You gave your life for this moment. You laid it down for this moment. So I'll give you this moment. I'm going to trade this moment that I'm feeling or that I'm having or that I'm experiencing. Because if I don't and I act on it, then the alternative is I'm eternally separated from him, right? And that's not what we want. So we got to turn this thing around. I'm going to give you this moment. So let's see. Where were we? I will give you this moment. So I can spend eternity with you. I wanna spend eternity with you. Just let me spend eternity with you. I'll give you this moment so I wanna spend eternity. I wanna spend. Just let me spend each moment. Just let me spend eternity. Just let me spend eternity with you. You know that. Let's see. Just let me spend eternity with you. Okay, does that make sense? What do y'all think? And y'all see, this song may not even see the light of day. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it to my husband and see, you know, how he can form it and shape it and like really bring my thoughts out and make it be what I want it to be. But let's see if we can go through the whole thing. But are you connecting with that? If you're connecting with it, comment below and let me know if you're connecting with it. If you can identify and if you feel like it's simple enough for you to sing along with it. And if it's simple enough for you to relate to it, because that's what I want. So let's do it again. I'm having a moment. It's turning into a day. Approaching a week, turning into a month, and now it's been a year. I hear you calling, and yes, I'm listening. And in my pain, I still hear you say, you gave your life for this moment. You laid it down. So I will give you this moment so I can spend eternity with you. I wanna spend eternity with you. Just let me spend eternity with you. What y'all think? So try this. Try this if you have a piano. Like, I don't care if you're just playing triads. Find out what it is that you're going through. Put it to that. Like, it really doesn't matter. You remember that song? What is that? Lean on me when you're not strong. Like a melody, something came from that. It was a message in it, but it was simple triads. So find something simple, relate to what it is that's in your heart, and get it across to your listener, and be sincere about it, y'all. Be sincere, and don't write it to make people go ooh and ah and that's fire and ah. That's not, don't write for those reasons. You shouldn't write for those reasons. You should be sincere when you write, okay? If you want me to track this song and like make it a full thing for you to listen to and sing along with, let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts on it, okay? If you are good at lyrics, if you're good at singing, you're just not good at the whole music aspect of it, do me a favor. Check the link in the description and join my email list, because I'm gonna roll out something that's especially for you, and it's gonna help you take your songwriting to the next level. All right, so listen, I hope this was helpful. If it was, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And again, I'm Karen Marie. This is Beyond the Melody. I love you, and I'll see you next time.